Hello friends, this is Cherie from the Bayou Town Homestead. I understand I've been hearing a lot of reports that people are concerned about paper goods for the bathroom. With certain things happening right now in our communities and in our nation, you might be having trouble getting or acquiring paper goods for the bathroom. So I want to show you a simple way that you can make your own wipes that will help you a lot. This is something that's been done for a long time. It's not my idea. I'm sharing it from other people sharing it with me. It's very simple and very comfortable, easy to do. So I've got a simple piece of flannel here. It's not very thick. You can have any kind of flannel. So if you have flannel fabric or a flannel sheet, you might have old flannel pajamas or flannel shirts, something like that, then you can use those pieces of flannel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut wipes. And I'm telling you, we've done this for, gosh, I know at least we did it for over a year and it worked great. And so all you need is flannel. If you want to get some, if you have them, you want to use pinking shears. Because when you run these through the wash, the pinking shears will help the flannel to keep from raveling, okay? And so I'm just going to mark out. So I've got right here, I've marked 12 inches. I don't know if you can see that. But if you look up here, it's the same up here. I'm marking, whoop, that's actually 11 inches. Let me move over. Let me move this fabric over so you can see better. Okay, so this is one right here. So let's move this down. I just wanted to put it like that so you could see where I was measuring from. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure 12 inches by 12 inches. And that 12 inches square is going to become one wipe. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut, even though this measures right here almost 22 inches, I'm just going to cut it anyway. I'll use the scraps for something else. So this is just a little piece of chalk. It's just like the chalk that seamstresses use. You can use anything. You can use a pencil, something that'll wash off in the wash. I'd rather not use ink, but you know, you can use that, okay? So you can either mark it now at 12 inches this way and cut, or cut the strips. I like to just cut the strips. So I'm going to cut with my pinking shears right down this 12-inch mark. And you do not need to be perfect at all because you're using this for personal hygiene and you're not going to notice that you have a perfect wipe. You just want to have a wipe that's going to work and be a good size, okay? So now, and you can see I'm even wrinkled and everything. I don't care about that. So now I'm going to come across this way. Let's go from the edges. So I have these edges and you could go, oh, well, there's no print on those edges. I want to cut that off. Well, if you want to cut that off, that's fine. But again, I'm not being perfect because that doesn't matter to me. This is a hygiene product that I'm making. And so I'm just going to come over, and if I don't have a perfect 12-inch square, I'm not worried about that either because it's going to be enough. Okay, so I have my mark there. You may not be able to see it, but I can see it. So I'm going to cut, and now I've got two right here. But this pinking shears, like I said before, it's going to help you to keep it from raveling in the wash. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll just come across the edge and I'll cut through here a little bit, straighten this out. Again, not perfect. You can be perfect if you want to. That's fine. You can maybe turn it into a craft with your children and teach them how to make them just so that they can be prepared and understand that you can be very crafty when you need a product like this. Now, if you don't have flannel sheets or flannel pajamas or flannel fabric, here's what you can do. You can either go to your local fabric store and buy flannel. I would recommend that you get about 2 yards if you have a nice sized family. But if you don't have that and you don't have access, or if you don't have a lot of money, here's what you can do is you can go to the thrift store and look for flannel. Sometimes it's not the flannel pieces you're going to find. Sometimes they are not actually used. They might be brand new pieces, but they might be used. And if you don't want to use used pieces, then don't go to the thrift store, okay? But what you're going to do is you can go to the thrift store, and if you can't find flannel sheets or something large like these fabric pieces, then look for the largest pajamas you can find. So you can go in the men's section or the ladies section and get extra, extra large flannel that way. Another way that you can get flannel is if you still have shopping available, you can go to your local Walmart or other stores like that, and they will have flannel pajamas, flannel sheets, flannel pillowcases, flannel, gosh, everything. You can find all sorts of flannel. And if you have a craft department in your Walmart or in one of those stores, you can also go buy the fabric. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come down here, and what I actually have is I have less inches here. Let's see what I have here. I have 12 inches here, but I'm still going to be shy this way. So I can open this piece, and instead of getting two pieces, I can get another piece. So this measures 12 inches this way, and I can mark it this way. And again, I said, whoops, I just broke all my chalk on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to get another 12-inch piece right here. I'm going to grab a piece of this chalk, and we'll mark that. Okay, and so we'll get another piece here. Now what I do with these is I take them I just fold them like you see here, like a napkin. And I put them in a basket, and I put them in the laundry room. Sorry, not the laundry room, the bathroom, near where I'm going to use them. So I'll put them on the back of the toilet, or I'll put them on the floor near the toilet or something like that. And then I have a bucket. You want a bucket that, now you can do something attractive if you want to. I mean, it actually looks kind of pretty if you set it up nicely. But I just used a plastic bucket with a plastic lid. And what you do is you use the wipe, you put the used wipe into the bucket, close the lid. You don't have to put anything in there. I know it sounds crazy, but you don't. And at the end of the day, you just go grab them all up and wash them. And then you've got more wipes again. And so that's how it works. Now ladies, if you are younger and you're going through a cycle, you can also use these and fold them up and use them as a pad, okay? So these work wonders for all sorts of things. You can also use them for just cleaning up or anything like that in the kitchen. So you don't have to worry about having paper products. You can use these. You can use flannel of any kind like this to make that work. So let's see, did I forget anything? I don't think so. So I hope that helps you. If you don't have pinking shears, go ahead and cut them anyway. If you have a sewing machine, just sew a stitch around the edges. That'll help a lot. And if you can't do it that way, then just maybe try cutting little zigzags on your own, something like that, so they don't ravel in the wash. And I would recommend that when you put them in the wash, put them on a delicate cycle. You can also put some vinegar in there in your wash if you want to help it. You can put bleach if you want to, but remember, bleach is going to take even the color of your fabric out. I don't care, and I have used bleach because I just want everything really clean. If you have a septic tank, don't use bleach, okay? But you can use vinegar in a septic tank, and that would be very good as well. So I think that's everything. If you have any questions, leave your comments below, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Y'all take care, and I hope you do well. Thank you. See you next time.